Hello YouTubers, this is a video on the Chop Chop mission and I'm going to show you how to do it. It does look, if you've tried it before and died, it is a little bit tricky, but there's a couple of tips I can give you to survive, and it's actually not too difficult. The first piece is probably the most difficult, or the first section where you have to hack the laptop, and of course you get swarmed by a whole bunch of enemies, right? So if somebody in the group that you're playing with has a buzzard, go and get it. It's a lot easier to take them out of the buzzard. If you don't have a buzzard, then stay at a distance and sniper them, right? I mean, there are helicopters that show up, cars that show up, a whole swarm of enemies that show up, and if you do have a buzzard, take out the enemies before your other players go in, because otherwise they typically just die, and then you ultimately left by yourself to try and finish the mission. So try and let other people know that you'll clear the area first if you have a buzzard, and to wait, and they should be at a distance. Try not to shoot missiles near the NPCs by the buzzards, because again, I see all the time people blow up the two buzzards at the bottom there, and of course you only have one buzzard that potentially you could lose and die, and then you're screwed, right? So just shoot the enemies at the buildings, and then anyone else can shoot the enemies that are kind of hanging around the buzzards at the bottom, right? So avoid shooting rockets at the buzzards, right? And then just take out all the enemies, and once you've cleared the area, then just then some player can go in and actually hack the laptop. Just be careful though that there is an enemy that typically hangs out in the tower there, or right inside the room. So if you go up the stairs, just make sure you're prepared to take him out. You may or may not be able to take him out in a helicopter or see him, but just let the other players know that they'll need to take him out, right? So, and then as soon as you start hacking the laptop, then a whole swarm of new enemies will show up, and a helicopter and cars, and you want to take them out before the person that's hacking the laptop comes out of the building, right? So otherwise, again, I see people die all the time just trying to get out because they get swarmed by enemies, right? So ask them to wait and take them out, and then even if you don't have a buzzard but he hacks the laptop, then get one of the buzzards and then get rid of the enemies before he comes out, right? So, and once you've done that, then you grab the buzzards, and then the next two levels are relatively easy. There is a trick in terms of not getting shot, so you never want to actually stand still when we do it. But anyway, I'll talk a little bit about that when we get there. This is the second section that you have to kill the Merryweather Man. So the trick here really is to keep flying over. Fly over, shoot, and then go as far away, not as far away, but a relatively good distance away so they can't shoot you with RPGs, right? So if you hear your helicopter beeping, that means they've targeted you and you want to do an evasive maneuver. Just go left or right, and then come back and then shoot and fly over. Do not stand still. As soon as you stay in one position, they will RPG you and you'll probably die. So just keep flying over, back and forth, and do not stay still at all while you're doing the mission, because you'll just end up getting so that's kind of the trick there. You just and if you abide by that, then yeah, it's relatively easy. You can actually finish the mission by yourself. If your other players do die, you can just it's really not that difficult to actually do the next 2 levels. As long as you keep flying over, if you're at beeping, then turn left or right, and just sort of get out of the way of those RPGs that are coming towards you, right? And that's relatively simple. So yeah, we'll just keep on taking out the last 2 here, and then we'll head to the next section. This is the final section. There are 2 helicopters on each side of the field here. I wouldn't worry too much about them. You have to take them out, one way or another. So I would just continue flying over and shooting them. And if they appear in your target view, then you just take them out. Don't go after them, because if you go after them, you can't. I mean, they fly really close to you, and you have a difficult time to try and take them out, and you could actually get blown up because you're trying to take out the helicopter. So again, same theory is you just keep flying over and you hit all your targets, and hopefully there's 2 of you. It's a lot easier if there's 2 buzzards going back and forth. If it's just you, it's still doable just to do it. You just keep flying over and try to target them, one at a time, right? So including the helicopters, right? So the helicopters are probably the most threatening to you, so you want to take them out as soon as you can, but I wouldn't worry too much about them. And again, if you have a second player, then it's relatively a lot easier for that second player to take out those helicopters as well. They're probably trying to target you, right? So, and that's pretty much it. So you just keep flying back and forth until you've got the last one, and it's a pretty fun mission to do. So it's fairly enjoyable. It is difficult if you haven't done it before, and you get blown up. It's pretty frustrating, but if you don't stop moving, then it's pretty easy, right? So great. So thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.